Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft survival video. It's episode 20 something, I've lost count. 28 I think, I'm not too sure. But yeah, today we're going to be continuing to build this tree farm I built last time. Well, I say tree farm and I'm not even in the tree farm section, I'm in the spawner section. But yeah, today I want to try and finish off the entire lot because I've got all the building done. Like, the majority, pretty much all the main digging out, decoration and everything is done. All I need to do now is like connect this little bit up to each other, connect these pistons up to this observer, and then after that I just need to come over to the spawner and actually build the main collection area and the item sorter and storage area. So that should be, quite simple enough. Nothing too difficult, I say, because every time I built this part's taking about 2 hours, which is why I'm going to build it first, because then that's the tricky bit done. At least then, this bit done. If I get this bit done first, the farm is somewhat operational. Like I can actually test it, and my phone's off. My phone's on loud, and it's always when I record it goes off. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly do this bit. And then after this bit I'll sort out the item sorter, because then that's everything done like that. And yeah, I'll be back in a second when I've gotten that done. Alrighty, so I've now just completed some of the redstone. Like I've got this dispenser in and I've got these pistons working. I was going to do this, but then realised that I have to dig down for that, so I'll get that done in a second. I'll probably do the item sorters first, in all honesty, and then do that, because that's sort of like the item elevator, so it makes sense to do this bit first. But yeah, it's looking a bit cramped. Like, this is the redstone for it, and originally I did have a dropper item elevator and like a dropper, so droppers all the way down to where I need them to go, then up to here. I should improve my explanation skills, because they're good in life. And yeah, so I'll just put them. So now I've changed my mind, because like obviously the update aquatics now certification on console, which means it could come out, for me it's the 10th of September right now, so it could come out tomorrow or next Tuesday. But they're the most likely, but more likely is probably the 18th. So I'm gonna go for like one of the soul sand, put soul sand in, and then the bubble columns shoot the items up. So I think that'll just be a bit easier, because it would just be a bit cheaper and a bit less expensive too. Yeah, cheaper and less expensive. Did I just really say that? Wow. Yep, I need social skills as well. So what I've done here, I've sort of put a hopper like going into this dropper, because, well, dispenser, because the repeater won't power that. That's not how it works. That's not in its functionality, if you like. So I've done that, because that means I'm going to have a few hoppers sort of back up here, because then they can hold the bone meal, so there's none sort of just left there and despawns. Then I'll probably have like a double chest somewhere in here, or two, because at least then like I can store a lot of bone meal back here, and it just gets stored up automatically, because then that way I can completely fill it and it doesn't matter. And I'll probably do the same for the saplings, but I won't have too many of them, because I'll be like, I don't need loads, because I need to get a way to get saplings, because that's the one thing this farm does not do, is give me saplings. So that's something I need to look into one day. But yeah, I'm gonna, wait, before I forget, yesterday I was getting some animals for my animal farm, because it was empty. So decided to use a boat because I had no leads. And what I found when was like using my boat in the ocean was weird, and luckily I managed to capture the recording. So yeah, I'll show you that now. I was just getting some animals for my animal farm, because I've got 2 of each and I've reached the mob limit, and I just can't get any more, so I can't breed them up. So I went out in my boat to find some more, and it's the cartographer I keep running into, but I lost. So now he is my only villager, I think. He's the only villager in this world. Oh my goodness. I'm going to save him. I'll put him on my base. He's going to be cared for and protected with my life. Yes, as you could tell, that was a bit weird. Oh, that was so weird. Just a villager in the middle of the ocean. And later on in the episode, I'll show you where he came from. Like what village. Because my villages are in the bottom right hand corner, sort of down there. And I found, I'll show you where, obviously you know where I found him. I found near the Guardian farm, which is near the top left. That big sand square thing. But yeah, before I get too carried away, I'm gonna get in with this. I'm going to fill all this back in, because that is completely done. Like, I don't have to do that anymore. Actually, I do need to get behind there for one more thing, so I'll keep that like that. And I'm gonna do this item sorter, and I'll be back when I've done everything to do with that dropper underneath. This should be fun. Alrighty, so I've been fairly busy, and I've, well, not only built this, but I've done the dropper for the oak saplings so that they come through. But I haven't put any saplings in yet, so I don't actually know if it works. This just stone I threw down because I was testing this dropper earlier. And it still doesn't despawn for some weird reason. But yeah, we should probably put some stuff in there. So it's this one. And what do I need to do? Okay, where's the saplings? I don't even have them on me, but I know where they are though, because luckily I brought some over, as well as some bone meal. I thought ahead. Oh, I can't actually put them away. Goodbye, stone. Yeah, I'm just throwing stone down because I've got so much of it that I don't really need it. Okay, so let's put these in here. And what does that say? I don't know. Yeah, I had to name these bits of stone because if someone puts stone in there, then obviously, yeah, it won't work otherwise. But I'm hoping, if all goes well, the dropper should not go off yet, for one particular reason. And I put a stack in there, and there's only 22. Well, there's only 22 in there. Oh yeah, I know why. Because it's actually sorted out the items, so that's not a big deal, so that's good. So let's just double check the items have gone in. Yeah, there's 41 there, which is fan-dabby-dozy. I'll never say that again, do not worry yourselves. I mean, I've got 22 saplings down here. None in this one, which is good. So all I need to do now is update the observer. That's all I need to do. Yeah, sort of the redstone's a bit intertwined. All I'm gonna say is thank goodness I colour coded it, because otherwise it would be so confusing. But yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sort of hop in here. Let's pop these down. Oh, this is a bad idea. There we go. Then if I do that, do that, do that, grab that, then what I can do, I can place that in. Has anything launched? Okay, one of the things didn't move. I think it's this fourth one that didn't move. Yeah, this one's not moving at all. So I need to figure that one out. And the saplings aren't going in. Okay, so this is great. This is really showing off my redstone skills. Oh god, this is not embarrassing at all. Oh dear. Okay, I think what's happening is it's not strong enough. So I will pop another redstone repeat. I'll pop another repeater here. There we are. So that'll hopefully sort of fix that. And I think I know why this isn't working, because obviously this isn't going directly down. That might be why. Hopefully not, but I'll try and get this working. But hopefully the thing should be working now. See, I'll get that bit working. Because it's only this one. Oh, I placed that in such a way I can't actually place anything else down. Yeah, this still isn't working. Okay, I need to fix everything. Let's go on a massive fix. Okay, so like about 5 minutes has passed since the last clip, and I have finally got I've got this repaired. Because turns out, on my creative version, this piston never worked either, so I had to quickly figure out sort of how to do it. But luckily, because I've wired it up differently on this one than I have on my creative version, it became so much easier. So as you can see, that works. And after a few seconds, a sapling comes here. So now this farm is completely AFKable. So that's what I like about this farm. I collected that, that's good. So obviously, I'm now going to do the bone meal chest, because then this chest does become fully operational. Because I can't put anything in here right now, because otherwise it just goes straight into this hopper here. And I can't have that. So now I've got to fix it up, do the bone meal. Then I'll be done. Well, not done, but I would have done this area here. And then I can move on to this room. But this room's mostly, all I've got to do, most of the redstone is just repeaters and redstone, sort of all connected up with one another. The hardest bit is probably this observer here. But I think if I wire it up the exact same way, I should be fine. So yeah, let's dive straight in, because well, I do have all day to record this, but I do have driving in about 4 hours. Yeah, maybe 3.5. Yeah, 3.5, because I've also got to get myself some lunch. And I fell down a hole. Okay guys, so I've officially finished in this section of my tree farm. Like, I've still got some bits to do, obviously, in other parts of this farm. Like, but I've connected all this up. I've put the item elevator in, which I've used one based on the aquatic update, because then I know it works. And what else do I need to do? Oh yep, I need to put this in here to make sure it works. So if I do that, that should in theory hopefully go into this one. Yep, there we go. The saplings will go into this one. If I take half of them, I can put 21 saplings in there. Obviously then I know that there's 41 in each. There we are. But they won't actually reach into here. Yeah, because they're not connected. What I'll do, I'll go down there and show you what I've done. Okay, so next up I will... Actually, let's go down there now, because now I'll be mostly done. Well, I need to seal this bit up anyway, so it makes sense. Yes, so what I've done is I've put in a water stream here. So it all goes down. It's 8 blocks and then down, because I tended that to use anything weird. And as you just saw, I picked up, I've got some soul sand here, and I've got water elevator going all the way up here, which then goes into, yeah, I apologise if that's a bit dark. It goes into some hoppers there, into that chest, which is a double chest, and that double chest, so the items get taken out of that, and they get put into that dispenser. And the reason why I've done that is so I can have loads, and I mean loads of, stone in there, and it won't really affect it. Like it won't get stuck. So I've got enough. I can get enough bone meal for quite a while. I can like a double chest of bone meal, or a double chest of let's say double chest of bone meal in there, and it will just sit in there, and I know I can get more in there. So that's always a good thing. So that's why I don't like that. Yeah, I built this obviously based on the aquatic update, but then I know it works when it releases, which could be, as I say, this week or next week. So now what I need to do, I need to fill this in, and then I need to dig out a massive area. I've still got a little, as I say, I've still got a little bit more work to do. But yeah, this is quite difficult because obviously redstone and that can be difficult at times. Like, when I was doing the water, I accidentally washed away some of the timings, well, not timing stuff, but I washed away some of the sapling redstone for this. I got rid of pretty much it destroyed all the like redstone leading down to there, and the actual elevator redstone as well. So but luckily that wasn't too difficult to repair because the timings are still there, like the repeaters for the pistons and the redstone torches. Majority of them are still there. There's only one missing. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on doing this, and I'm going to dig out the big room, and I'm going to get I'm going to get these pistons done through here, because once I get this done, that is the tree farm done. Like, that is the tree farm 100% completed, and that's this room. This room's pretty much the hardest circuit now, and it's literally just, well, that was the hard bit. That's taken me about 2 hours to do all that together. I'd say, yeah, 2 hours. Well, it's about 11 o'clock now, so I've got about 3 hours before my driving lesson. And I know that in 3 hours I can get this done and that spawner done, because the spawner is quite easy. I only need to build it all, but the most time consuming bit of this, with the water elevator I have. Then obviously, what I might do first is obviously the item elevator, or the item sorters, because then that's this bit done, because then the items are ready. And one thing I will do, I'll patch up that hole, because then I don't fall through when trying to repair it. But yeah, this is quite a big project. I'd say it's not the biggest one I've worked on this world. I think that was definitely my slime farm, but it's still a fairly meaty project. Like, I don't know, it has taken me quite a while. My base took me a while, but that's because I did then. Like, I didn't want to do it like every day. What was I doing when I built that base? I can't remember. But I think I was working as well. I was working more than I am now. So obviously I had that, but I didn't want to do it loads, because otherwise I would have just got bored. And yeah, so I'm gonna get on with it. I'm rambling on too much a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna get on with this. I'm gonna dig out the area required for this, but it shouldn't be too much, because yeah, I've already got the majority of the blocks I need, and I'll see you then. Okay guys, this is the big test. What I need to do now is place them in, place all these in. There we go. If I place this one in, when I place this one in, the observer will detect, and if this works, I know that all this will work. Yes! I got it first time. Like, the last 2 times I built this, the first time took me half an hour, but I was on a super flat, so obviously I could experiment. The second time I was on my creative version of this, so I could plan it. So I always like to plan other projects, sort of positioning and stuff, where I could put it. It took me like an hour and a half, because obviously I only have limited space. Like, this is the space I have. This is all I could use, really. This is the corridor that goes to the tree farm. This is the actual room itself. And obviously I don't want to go much higher, because I don't need to. I could use obviously this bit up here, but there's no point, because otherwise you might break something. Well, they probably won't. But how I've done this is I've put an observer obviously facing into here, which then detects this, and then I've got another observer facing into this one, so when this one gets updated, this also updates because how observers work. And then I've got a regular piston here which then pushes the redstone block onto this just here, which then activates all these pistons, but then I need to turn it off because otherwise it will just keep going, like otherwise it'll just keep updating. Otherwise it's just on off, and that's why I kept struggling. But I've managed to figure out systems like if you have 5 ticks sort of between this, sort of the piston turning on and off, sort of a 5-tick delay, it shouldn't hopefully do that. So I sort of obviously went just down here, then I've got a 1-tick repeater there, 4-tick repeater going straight into this piston, which then pushes this one back, because that's how it needs to work. Like, it's not like that, it's this one, because this retracts here, but if this, because they're regular pistons, not sticky pistons, it just means that obviously it won't pull the block back, so you've got to time this one with this one, sort of. So I imagine that stays on for about 5 ticks, I think, maybe a few extra, but I'd say about 5 ticks, because there's no repeaters other than these two, and they add up to obviously the 5 ticks that we need. And I've said ticks a lot. Ticks, tongue twister, I don't know. Yes, that then pushes the block back, just as this sort of, just this piston retracts, this one pushes outwards, and then obviously it stops the updating, which is good. So yeah, that's that done. So that is this room 100% done. Like, that is everything I need. So other than that one stone brick there, I am completely done. So what I wanted to do now is this spawner, but this is super easy. So I'm just going to do this all in one sitting, or 2 sittings, because well, all I've got to do is put the chests in, put an item sorter in the back. There's a hopper underneath there, just put this hopper straight underneath the floor and do that, and that's that done. I can use, again, I could either use one of the small drop elevators, which I'll probably do because it'll just be a lot quicker, or I could do the water one, but I'll just do the droppers because for such a small distance it's not that bad. But then this one, this is probably going to be quite time consuming because I have to get about 40 buckets. This is on level 36, but it'll probably go out to level 30, so I have to go like 34 blocks. So what I'll do, I'll grab more water buckets when I do this bit, because then I don't have to sit around for as long. I'd have to keep coming up and down because I've only got 2 buckets at the minute. But yeah, this is that I'm making progress, because after I've done this, there's one thing I want to do over in my storage room, but that shouldn't take long at all. Like, that'll take 20 minutes, but I've got the resources all ready for it, and plus it's my storage room, so it's all over there already waiting for me. So I'm gonna get on with this, and I'll be back in for you just a second. For me, about half an hour, maybe an hour. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna get up there and seal that block right now. Okay, and with this last iron bar, I announced this tree farm completed after about what's the time now? 12:30, and I started this at about 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock. So this is 3-4 hours in the making, and I've finally done it. What I'm doing now is I'm just doing a little bit of a clean up because I can. I suppose that's why. And this is the worrying thing. I've got 2 spare stone bricks, but I feel like they're from the sorting system. And yes, that's basically what I've got. I've got a little storage system. It's automatic as well, so it's 8 double chests for bones, 8 double chests for arrows. And yeah, that's the redstone behind there, that red block. And just down here I've got a black wall, and underneath that I've got a hopper. And then directly underneath all these I've got hoppers that go into this storage system. They sort of sort all the items out, which is good. And this is just your basics mobs grinder. I've got a soul sand water elevator over there, so hopefully when the update comes out that will be working. Obviously I might have to update it, but that'll be fine. Just break the soul sand, put it back, there we go. Same for the one over there. But yeah, this tree farm is now done, but there is one more thing I want to do, but I might just do it in the next episode. Yeah, I'll do it in the next episode because I've run out of time for this one, and quite frankly I need a break because I've been doing this for 4 hours. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave it a big thumbs up, and if you've got any suggestions about how I could improve this slightly, like how you think I could improve this, and leave it down in the comments down below, because you know I appreciate the support. And you know what, if you want to see more of these types of videos, you know, survivals, although I do them 2 a week, then subscribe, you know, let me know you enjoy them. And it does help out, like, I do appreciate everyone, really. I know I sound like I don't, but I do. And yeah, I'll see you next time. See ya!